So you might be wondering why I keep touching on like the rapture, and I keep touching on so many things like the end times, right? Well, I believe it's because we are in those times. And if you'll stick with me through some verses here, I'll show you why I think that. Because there's actually quite a bit of reasons why. So, this, hold on, let me get pulled back up here. It's from Luke 21, 34. This, and it's titled, The Importance of Watching, right? So we're supposed to be watching, but hang tight. But take heed to yourselves, lest your hearts be weighed down with drunkenness and cares of this life, and that day come on you unexpectedly. For it will come as a snare on all those who dwell on the face of the whole earth. Watch, therefore, and pray always that you may be counted worthy to escape all these things that will come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. So, basically, we're supposed to be watching for this time, because if we're watching for it, it won't catch us off guard. Hello, love you, bug. And why this is important, too, Dada loves you, is because if we go to the parable of the virgins, I'm going to make all this tied together at the end, so please watch till the end. Alright, so, parable of the virgins, this is in, I believe, Matthew 25. At that time, the kingdom of heaven will be like 10 virgins, who took their lamps and went out to meet the bridegroom. 5 of them were foolish, and 5 were wise. The foolish ones took their lamps, but did not take any oil with them. The wise ones, however, took oil in jars along with their lamps. The bridegroom was a long time in coming, and they all became drowsy and fell asleep. So, depending on which book you're reading this from, if it's the King James or not, it actually says a tarry, so he's actually busy working. So, just to kind of give you a little bit of information there, that's the whole reason why the bridegroom, which is Jesus, we're the brides, that's the whole reason why he's taking a while, is he's trying to save as many people as he can. So, anyway, back to this. At midnight, the cry rang out, "Here's the bridegroom! Come out to meet him!" Then all the virgins woke up and trimmed their lamps. The foolish ones said to the wise, "Give us some of your oil. Our lamps are going out." "No," they replied, "there may not be enough for both of us. And you, instead, go to those who sell oil and buy some for yourselves." Okay, now you think about it. They've got their lamps, right? And they could just be like, well, hey, you can just walk with me. It's because it's not about actual realistic lamps there. What it's talking about is we have the light in us, we're told, right? So basically, we are the lamps. So how we keep that burning is by our faithfulness, our watchfulness to Jesus. And I'll touch on that a little bit more here in a little bit. But anyway, go back to the story. Sorry, I keep stopping. I just kind of want to sandwich this in here so it makes a lot of sense. No, they replied. Okay, I did that part. But while they were on their way to buy the oil, the bridegroom arrived. The virgins who were ready went in with him to the wedding banquet. So that's the marriage supper of the Lamb. And the door was shut. So those ones actually got to make it, right? This is very important. Later, the others also came, and they said, "Lord, Lord." They said, "Open the door for us." But he replied, "Truly, I tell you, I don't know you." Now think about that passage. Remember, he said, "Truly, I tell you, there will be those that will say, 'Lord, Lord,' and I will say to them, 'I don't know you.'" He is telling those other brides that were not ready that they're stuck here. The other ones that were watching and faithful, this is the whole reason why I keep putting these videos together, is in hopes that if you're asleep, if you're not woke up to the times that we're in, that you'll see this and you'll wake up, and so that way you're not left to your people. But hang tight, I've got some more verses that will tie into this even more. I'm going to try to read this kind of quick, because it's kind of long. This is Luke 21:25 title of it is The Coming, the Son of Man. And there will be signs in the sun, and the moon, and in the stars. And on the earth, distress of nations with perplexity. The sea and the waves roaring. Men's hearts filling them for fear and the expectation of those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of the heavens will be shaken. Then they will see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. Hey, love bug. Hold on, Dada's reading this. Now when these things, I love you. I know you want up here. Hold on, Dada, read this real quick and then you hop up here with me, okay? Yes. I love you. Sorry, guys. But it'll soon be shaken. Then they will see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. Now, when these things begin to happen, look up and lift up your heads, because your redemption draws near. If we're looking around the world right now, all these things are happening right now. So he also gives us right after this, called the parable of the fig tree. Then he spoke to them a parable. Look at the fig tree and all the trees. When they are already budding, you see and know for yourselves that summer is now near. So you also, when you see these things happening, know that the kingdom of God is near. Assuredly, I say to you, this generation, now this part is very important, this generation, will by no means pass away till all things take place. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will by no means pass away. So, a lot of people take that out of context there, and they say, well, hey, this is this generation, and those people there at that time, they've already passed away, ha ha ha. No. If you reread that, it's talking about the generation that's seeing all these things that are happening, just like how we are right now, will not pass away before he comes. Now, the reason why I said the generation is important is because it references Psalms 90:10. In Psalms 90:10, it talks about how long a generation is. So the generation is 70, if strong 80. If you want the exact words, look that up. I'd read a lot more, but this is going to carry over for a long video. She's really wanting up here. So anyway, I'll try to break down this even more later, especially on the notes. Thank you. Bye.